Hey guys, it's Mrs. Rathbone. I just want to go over a couple of things that you might not know how to do since we didn't get to really look over them. So I wanted to go over that before the end of this week. So here we go. So we're going to continue with this project that we started last week, and we're just going to keep adding to it. Now this week we have to add a couple of things to this. And one of them is we need to color this section here. So I wanted to show you how to color this. You simply go ahead and select, and then you can just drag, select and drag, or you can do it simply as select and then hit Control button and just click on each one individually. I find that selecting and dragging works really well for me. But anyway, we want to color it. In our assignment, it shows it as colored a gray color, but if you want, you can color it a different color. You can make it, a yellow or green or whatever. Just make sure that you can read the typing still in it. So I'm going to go ahead and make it a light blue. I kind of dig that color. So that's one thing that you want to do. The next thing it says is that you want to make sure you have a full set of grid lines. And I know we kind of went over this at the end of class last week, but I wanted to go over it a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and format my cells. And in my border, I'm going to put on none because I want to show you exactly how to do it. On the inside and the outside, I'm going to remove everything. I'm going to remove all of it. It should all be removed. Okay, so let me go back out here. So now, as you can see, there are no more, there's no more outline. So here's how you're going to go ahead and outline it. You're going to go ahead and highlight, so that means clicking and dragging. And this week, our assignment, we have to add a couple of lines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click and drag and add 1, 2, 3 more rows this week. So I'm going to add 3 more rows. And I can actually show you how to do that a different way too. So let me just do it this way. So I'm just going to keep it where it was. So I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to go ahead. There's a couple different ways you can do this. You can go up here into this one if you have Excel 2013, and you can do all borders. Or if you do not have that, you can right click with your mouse, go into Format Cells, and then you can do Outline and Inside. That is going to make them all have a box around them. Notice how they all have this little black line around them. The other thing you want to make sure that you have is that you have a bold border around the outside. So the way to do that is go ahead, you can go in here and you can do thick box border, which does just the outside, or you can right click, format cells, pick a larger one, and then just do the outline. And notice how it shows in here that the outline is thicker. Then hit OK. Now when we come out, our outline is thicker. The next thing you want to do is you want to be able to add some rows to it, or some cells to it, because we need to have 3 more rows added to this. So one way you can do this, and it's probably gonna, if it does this wrong, it's gonna do it wrong. You can right click and then hit insert, and that's going to insert row. But you notice how it brought it down farther. So that's why I was going to add it before. But there's a pretty easy way you can fix this. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert. I want to add 2 more. The other way you can do it is you can go up here and insert up here, and you can just hit that. So I'm going to add 2 more. Then the way that you can make sure that you have it is you can go Control X, and then it goes up here. But notice our bold border is now moved. So the easiest way to fix this so that you don't have that issue, and I'm going to go back one more step, is to just go ahead, and when you're making your border, or your borders, yeah, just go ahead, and I'm going to use it this way this time, and do it right away. Just add those 3 lines right away. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the bold border, thick box border. That adds that in. So we've got that. All right, so we have our added blue line up here, and now we need to add another line to this. So let me go ahead and okay, so this last updated right here. So we're going to put last updated And then I'm going to put today's date. Today is 2 dash, what is today? 2-11-16 and enter. Now notice that because this was set up for money, it came out like that. So I'm going to have to go into format cells, number, and I'm going to have to do date and then enter. Now it stays the way it's supposed to. The next thing you want to do with this one is you want to make it bolder. So I'm going to click and drag, and then I'm just going to make it bold. It made it so that these are just pound signs or hashtags because it's too big. So what you can do is you can go ahead and just drag this out a little bit. But part of the assignment is to keep them all the same size. So I'm going to go back, and what I'm just going to do on this one is I'm just going to go ahead and make it smaller so that it doesn't do that. All right. Finally, the last thing is to find the highest values for each family member and make them bold and red. So we want to find the highest values for each family member. Now, mom here has a couple of different ones that are pretty high. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight them. Notice this last one does not look gray, but it is highlighted. I'm going to change that to red and then bold. Dad has 2 that are pretty high, so I'm going to change them to red and bold. Here is Jane's. She only has 1 that's pretty high. Notice if you see that on my bold sometimes are making them look the hashtags again. So we're going to have to go back and fix that in just a second. So let's see here. Over here in Matt, he has 2 that are pretty big. And then over here, Doug has 3. Now we want to go back to these hashtags. I'm going to highlight all 3 of the hashtags, and I'm just going to change them so that they fit. And there we go for that. So that's what your assignment is going to look like. That's what you're going to hand in to me for this week. So if you have any questions, go ahead and K-mail me. I will not be in the office on Friday, but you can still K-mail me and I'll get back to you. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. See you later.